Hey y'all, it's Rebecca, and in today's video, I was going to go over the Steam's Best of 2024, the new releases, and then we were going to go down the list. But when I was pulling the information for this video, I realized something, and I think we're going to do this one a little bit differently than I did the top sellers one, because I realized it's kind of the same old shit. So I'm going to go ahead and roll my intro, and then I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to explain why I even grabbed some screenshots so that I can show you guys what I'm talking about, which, you know, I'll put some screenshots up here in just a second, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But let me roll my intro and we'll get into it. So for the best of, and it says right here, the year's top new releases measured by gross revenue. And the very first video that I did a couple hours ago was the top sellers. And they break it down into, let me get down to the list. Platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. And it said that they generated this list from data from January 1st through December 15th. So this isn't even the full year. I understand they had to take time in order to do it, but like they knocked off like 15 days early. And they've been running some sale that runs until January 2nd. So maybe had they run this until maybe December 25th, and run the results a little bit longer, maybe they would have gotten like Christmas money in the sale and whatnot as well. So that could have changed the results. But then I got looking at some of the information. So I grabbed screenshots from the very first section, which was the top sellers. And this is what I noticed. Under the platinum setting, of course, the first few games was Call of Duty, which is here. Helldivers 2 was actually in second place. Apex Legends, PoW World, PUBG Battlegrounds, Counter-Strike 2, Destiny 2. Wukong was on platinum for the other one, so Wukong is here. Okay, so let's see how many of these were on the first list. So Call of Duty, Wukong, Helldivers, PoW World, I'm having to like scroll back and forth. Those are the ones that were on both lists for platinum. Now the differences between those are the Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Zero was also on this list, but that was found under gold on the first list. FC 25 was also under gold. Then you have Dragon's Dogma 2. Let me see where that was. Also, Path of Exile is on here. Path of Exile is on gold. So Dragon Dogma, Space Marine, Stalker 2, 2K25, Manor Lords. All right, let's see where those are on the list. Okay, so Dragon's Dogma was also under silver on the first one. Stalker 2 was also under silver. Manor Lords was under silver. And then Space Marine and 2K25. 2K25 was under bronze. I'm looking for Space Marine now. Space Marine's not on this list. So Space Marine, out of the platinum one, this game right here, that's Warhammer 4000. Okay, so let me look for that. I don't think I had that on my list at all. Okay, it was under platinum. My bad. I missed it. It was on a tiny screenshot on its own. Okay, so this was under platinum last time. So that just gives you an idea. Basically, they're all the same games. They're just in different orders, whether it made platinum on the first one or gold on this one. So, and it goes on the same thing with all the other games. And I was looking at this and I'm like, nothing is new. Chained Together, I think, is new for the silver list here, which actually I've seen some people on like Instagram doing the little rules or whatever, playing this game, which I think is funny. Where like, it's usually like a boyfriend and girlfriend or like a bunch of friends playing, and they're all like trying to jump from one platform to another, and like one friend is like lagging behind or scratching their nose or whatever, and they're like do 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 do, and they're like jump, everybody jump, and like the one's like guy's like what, and then everybody else is jumping and the other guy's going huh, and then like he falls, and then of course he's dragging everybody else off whatever the ledge is, the platform, and they're like god damn it. So I think that's kind of hilarious. So I have seen like clips of this, but it's kind of neat looking at just some of the things. Like a Dragon, I don't think this one was on there. The Flight Simulator, I don't think was on the first list. So there's a few differentiations. This one also looks different between list after list. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to go through with the idea that I had to go through all of the lists. Now, I am curious about like the most played. This one says over 450,000 of peak players. This one says, you know, these are like the most played. And to be honest, the only game on this entire list that I've played is Apex Legends. And that's it. And then this one says over 200,000 peak players. Now, keep in mind, not all game devs send their information to Valve, first of all. Secondly, game devs do not have to report to Valve or Steam their numbers. And the numbers that are reported to Steam and Valve as a corporation are not always accurate, up to date, or reported properly. And sometimes, like with Warframe, people use secondary launchers. Like with Baldur's Gate, you buy it here, but you use the Larian launcher. So how do they know when people are playing Baldur's Gate? It's very hard to know with that. Or like Elder Scrolls. I have a direct Elder Scrolls account. I don't need to log in through Steam. I use my Elder Scrolls launcher to get into the game. So it's things like that. Or like any of my Activision Blizzard games, I use my Battle.net launcher because I've been a Blizzard player since Warcraft came out in the late 80s. So I use other platforms to play games like Epic, for example. So I have other launchers that I use to play games. So I know that these examples are not always going to be accurate. But on this list, for the over 200 peak players, of course, you've got Baldur's Gate. I would be among that list because I have played that. I enjoy Baldur's Gate. I still have not completed it. And then we have over 100,000. Let's see what's on this list that I've actually played. Okay, there's Warframe there. Enshrouded is here. Satisfactory. Those are 3 that I've got. V Rising, I've got that. I've got Civilizations. I haven't played that in ages. Over 50,000 peak players here. There's Diablo 4. Haven't played that in ages. I think the last time I played Diablo 4, I had all of my guy friends like all in a group. So it was me and Jason and Chris and Philip, which we always harass and call him Folop because one of my friends who's from California, he is, we're assuming disabled, mentally disabled in some way. And so he typoed Philip's name one time and wrote out Folop instead of Philip. So Philip will lovingly always be called Folop among those of us that know him that way. And he's got like the best beard ever. He's got a wonderful set of hair, and he's got the most full, beautiful, dark, lush beard ever. And it's just, you know, I don't really like beards on men, but he's got like the best looking beard ever. So my friend Phil and you know, Jason and I and Chris were all playing Diablo 4 together, and then we were playing like a group game. And then I think that was the last time we played together was as a group. I don't think I've played Diablo 4 since. And then New World, Jason and I were getting into that. And then we kind of like got bored because of, there are so many redundant daily things that you have to do in the game in order to get anywhere in the game. And when you're first starting out learning a game, and it's like constantly throwing all these daily events at you, like you have to do this and you have to do this and you have to do this. And you're like, I'm just trying to learn the fucking game. Don't make me do this redundant shit every fucking day when I log in, where you spend an hour every day just doing dailies. I don't want to waste an hour or two of my gameplay time to do dailies, and you can't bypass it and you can't get past it. It was so fucking annoying. We just stopped playing it. Like, we literally played it for like maybe a month, and the dailies got to be so bad that we just couldn't play it anymore, and we gave up playing. So we bought it, we played it for a while, and we just stopped playing it because it was just, the dailies were just really annoying. Cyberpunk, I have, again, I got it from CD Projekt Red, which is the developers for the game. I started playing it, but then I think I had a migraine hit me and I never went back to it, so I need to do that. Let's see what else is on this list that I have that I've played. Sims 4. I just did some house building and stuff in that the other day. I've got 4 new build videos that I need to edit for that. So, and we just finished a series for that on my main channel recently. So if you guys saw the cozy celebration, that was the last thing that I just did for both channels, was a cozy celebration. All right, so then we have Steam Deck, controller, and VR. I don't have any of these things, so I'm not really interested in those. But if you guys have a Steam Deck or a controller or a VR headset or anything like that, they also have those options here. I did grab the links for that. I did not grab the link for tab 3. I'm not really worried about that. But link 1 and 2 I grabbed, and then that way you guys can navigate to the other tabs, and you just click the little tab at the top. And if you look, this one says tab 6, and this one says tab 8, and this one says tab 5 up here at the top. So whoever did these, this one says tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, tab 6, 8, and 5. So somebody can't fucking count, unless there were other tabs at one point, because we're missing tab 4 and tab 7. So whoever did the URL here done screwed up. And you can't type anything because this is locked. But, you know, that is what it is. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short because I don't want to ramble on about this forever. And honestly, I don't know what games that I have. Let me see. Can I sort by? Well, I was gonna see if, like, is there a way to... Okay, so this is all games and alphabetical. So I already know I have this one installed, and then we have Apex Legends here. So those are the only two A games that I have for this. So if I was to stream anything like tonight, which I'm debating on whether or not to stream anything because I still have a migraine and I have studying and stuff that I've been working on. And of course I just told somebody off on Facebook Messenger because they have a one-track mind and it's all about them and fuck anybody else. So, men. I need to find out what other A-named games that I have. Let me do this. Because I've got two there. And I know for Epic, I have a ton of games. Just on a side note here. Let me go to my library. And I don't know what to do with the games over here that have these like weird, like this one says redacted. And this has like a weird, like, less than or greater than symbol. And this one's got numbers. So I've got a bunch of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 A-named games just on here. So I'm going to put together a list of what games that I have that start with the letter A. And then I will do a post on both YouTube channels so that you guys can help me decide what games you guys want to see. And some of these games, like I've never played any of them. The ones that are like A something, like A Plague's Tale, like I would technically count that as a P, not an A, but they've got it as an A, so whatever. I'll just count it as an A. And we'll go from there, and then you guys will get to pick what games that I stream. And some of the streams may be really short, or like I'll start off playing one game and I'll chess it out, and if I hate it, then I'll play another game. But that way I'll know what games to install, because some of these I don't even have installed. So keep that in mind. So I will get that post worked on, and I don't know when this will go up, but I'll get it worked out so that this goes up before that post does, so that you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Have a fabulous day or night wherever you are. I will put together a list of the games that I do have and whatnot, and we'll try and sort them alphabetically. Again, I don't know what to do with the games like this one that has like a funny symbol on it, or like the numerical games. Like, do we do those first? Do we do alphabetical stuff and then do like the weird numbers and like stuff after? I will let you guys decide. Anyways, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And yeah, this was a short one for what I was planning on doing, but I will see you guys later. Have a fabulous day or night wherever you are, and welcome to 2025. Hopefully this year is better for everybody, because I know 2024 was a pretty shit year for me. So I will see you guys later. Bye.